In today's video, I'm going to show you how to 3-star the final 10 controllable heroes challenges. What's going on, my friends from Clash of Clans? How's everybody's Clashmas going so far, man? These challenges are mostly easy, but some of them do require a little bit of thought. So let's get started with level 15, and we get to use the minion prints yet again. We're going to target that ground set expo and unlock some unicorns to keep us, healthy as we travel through the base. We're going to have to take the scenic route on this one because the fireworks are surrounded by a bunch of air defenses and air sweepers. So we're going to target these ground troops to make sure that we do not lose our unicorn, because we're going to have to move over to that fire spitter, take it out, and then we need to navigate down and unlock some minions, super minions. That way we can take on Cookie, the giant one in the center of the base. So as the fire spitter gets targeted and taken down, we're going to move on and unlock some minions. And you'll also notice that there's some ice wizards in there. We're going to target those the best that we can. Sometimes you might move the hero instead of targeting the defensive troop, and sometimes it just works out perfectly. We're also going to clear these cookies, unlock all the super minions and the minions, and then we're also going to assist with that town hall and work our way into the giant cookie. But we're going to bring back the minion prince and allow the minions to take point. That way the minion prince is not taking on damage and losing the ability too early, because we want to save that ability to be used on unlocking the super minions where the invisibility spells are located. Once Cookie is down, we're going to target that ricochet cannon, and we're going to activate the ability, which is going to release all the spells as well as the super troops. And then we're going to work the minion prince down to unlock the druids. And then after that, we're going to work our way over into the air defense and then unlock the electro owl. Essentially what we're trying to do here is create a bunch of different targets. That way we can maneuver the minion prince in to clear the fireworks on the end. So we're going to target this inferno tower, and that's going to leave a bunch of minions around. That way we can kind of be guarded as we go up against these single targets. We're going to target the fireworks and 3-star the base. Level 16 is a little tricky. We got bat spells and witches and skeleton spells, air defense all over the place, so a direct approach on the fireworks isn't going to work out very well. So we're going to drop the minion prince next to the town hall. We're going to target the bat spell. We're also going to target the witches and unlock them, and then we're also going to unlock the skeleton spell after clearing the ice wizards. Now ideally we want to make sure that the bats and the skeletons are targeted by the monoliths, but in this case I didn't necessarily do that, so I went ahead and used the ability to slow down that monolith and unlock all the super minions in the center of the base, taking out the wizard tower. And then we're going to backtrack, because you're going to notice that there are witches on the town hall. So we're going to unlock lava hounds to block for the minion prince to take out air defenses and kind of stay with the witches and skeletons. That way we can kind of work our way around and unlock all the skeletons and create more targets just like the last attack. So we're going to target this next lava hound, take out the air sweeper, the witches are working on the wizard tower, and then we're going to target that air defense before the lava hound pops. There's also a bunch of troops like the ice wizards and the cookies in this area as well, so we want to make sure that we clear those. That way we can keep the witches alive, because we need them to continue to generate skeletons. That way they are defending for our minion prince. But ultimately we're targeting that bat spell location on the bottom to create targets for the monoliths. That way we can sneak in and clear the firecrackers. So once those troops are taken down, we can work our minion prince in, pop the bat spell, kind of pull it back a little bit, and then we're going to go take out the fireworks to finish off this base. Level 17 is a little deceptive. We got super dragons and all kinds of stuff going on with this base, but realistically all you need to do is drop the minion prince up top and target the flamethrower. And then what we're going to do after that is clear the cookies. That way we don't lose all of them, because that'll easily happen. They're going to shoot on that archer tower, which is going to release the earthquake spell, and then we're going to go ahead and target the town hall, use the minion prince's ability, which is going to release all these super dragons. Then we're going to skirt around the outside as the super dragons work and release some other dragons, and then we're going to move the minion prince down, and eventually I just say let's just go ahead and move to the center of the base while the super dragons are kind of taking all the beams from the inferno towers, targeting the fireworks and popping it for the 3-star. For level 18 we got to use the Grand Warden, so we're going to drop him in the center, target the air defense, and then we're going to target the sneaky goblin platform after that. That way we can clear the clan castle and try to take out as many troops as possible there. There's also another air defense down on the southern side, but we also need to make sure that we take out Cookie before we get popped because it'll easily kill off the warden. Taking out the air defense, then we're going to target the first bat spell, bring it back, and then we're going to go back in and make sure that the bats are generating, targeting the second bat spell, then tap back into the center of the box to get that beam off of the Grand Warden. You'll notice that there's an archer left over from the clan castle. We're going to go ahead and pop that off and then sneak in and clear off the single target Inferno Tower. Now we're going to move on into an air sweeper, and we want to make sure that we bring this Grand Warden down through the center chute. That way it's not targeted by the Inferno Tower or the Ricochet Cannon. We're going to release the Ice Hound, release both sets of balloons, and use the Warden's ability. And then we're going to navigate our way up towards this air sweeper. And then there's also an overgrowth spell that's going to be used to shut down the monolith. So we're going to pop that overgrowth, release the poison lizard, and also take out the Inferno Dragon. And then we're going to kind of cut through, pop off these invisibility spells, take out the second one, and then work our way up to clear the fireworks. For level 19, we got a lot going on here with super dragons and a bunch of haste spells. This one's actually pretty simple. All you got to do is drop the Grand Warden and target the platform with Valkyries. They're going to do the rest. They're going to release the Electro Dragons. They're going to open up and pop the haste spells, and we're going to pick one side or the other. We're going to start following our Electro Dragons in, releasing some Druids, and then we're going to target the Battle Blimps. There we go. Popping the haste spell next, and then we're going to release some super dragons there, as well as some dragon riders. And once there's all these different targets, we could also release the Warden's ability to help out, and then sneak in underneath all this firepower to target the fireworks to finish off the base for the 3-star. For level 20, we're going to start out by dropping that Archer Queen, and we're going to travel her towards the right corner of the base. There's actually 3 witch platforms that we're going to target first, and then we're going to release the wall breakers from the platform on the other side of the wall. They're going to open up the wall for our witches, and then we're going to maneuver this queen through the haste spells and target that top corner, because there are platforms that have ice golems, hog riders, and druids. We're going to release them, and they're going to basically serve as a bunch of different targets for the cookies, because there's like 4 cookies in there that's just targeting everything. We can follow our troops in, use the queen's ability, and since the ice golems are there, they're going to pop, freeze the cookies in place. That way we can sneak that archer queen in and target the fireworks for the 3-star. For level 21, we're going to basically use the invisibility spells as well as the spirit foxes and the defensive towers to hide our royal champion and protector. So we're going to navigate through the first 3 spells and also pop the poison spell for the defensive clan castle troops. Now you'll notice that there's a spirit fox. We need to make sure that we clear the ram rider, unlock the spirit fox, and then work our way back from where we came. There's also a baby dragon. We want to make sure that we clear that, because it's just going to chase the royal champion around the base and it can get a little annoying later on. So we're going to pop this poison and then work our way towards that heal spell. In the process, there's a spell tower. We're going to allow that to pop, and it's going to hide and protect our royal champion as we navigate up towards the next spirit fox and work our way towards that scatter shot up top. Taking out the ice wizard in the process, popping the heal spell, and then we're going to work our way up towards our next spirit fox and invisibility spell. We can also take out the scatter shot, because we really don't want that to clear our spirit foxes in the process. We're going to definitely need those later on. So we're going to work through the scatter shot and then go down towards the bomb tower. There's a heal spell as well as another spirit fox, and then there's a monolith coming up. So we're going to pop the royal champion's ability to take on the ricochet cannon and then work our way towards that monolith and the next invisibility spell tower. The invisibility spell tower is going to pop, and we're going to wait just a little bit because the spirit fox is hiding our royal champion. We're going to navigate that royal champion in to take on the fireworks and finish the base off for the 3-star. Level 22 is a little tricky, and we have to go fast because of all the electro titans in the drop zone where we're going to release that royal champion. So we're going to release the royal champion and target the other side of the wall and get her to move as quickly as possible. Now what we want to do here is keep this royal champion in this zone near the freeze spell for as long as possible for the electro titans to arrive. We're going to pop that freeze and freeze them in place, and then we're going to target the bat spell next. Now we need to make sure that we pull the champion back to allow bats to spawn. Then we're going to move over towards the super barbarian platform to release them, and then we're going to bypass the monolith and head up towards the top corner of the base. Release the freeze spell, that way we can get our health back up, because this is only a level 1 royal champion. We're going to target the jump spell first and then jump the wall and pop and release release these Super Valkyries. Move away from there because there's a bunch of cookies there, and they're going to take on the Super Valkyries, so we're going to move across the wall, popping the freeze spell as well as the next jump, and then use the Royal Champion's ability to release the rage spell as well as the next Inferno Tower, and give the Super Valkyries time to get ahead of your Royal Champion and your ice golems. As the ice golems move through and start popping, we can just bypass all of these troops and target the fireworks for the 3-star. Level 23 is a little challenging because it's not the Royal Champion that's going to clear the fireworks, it's actually the sneaky goblins. So we're going to drop the Royal Champion and we're going to target the Wizard Tower on the left side first, because there's a skeleton spell there that we're going to need later on in the attack, and we have to be very selective on what we target here. So we're going to target the Archer Tower next, because we don't want our Royal Champion getting distracted as we move to the next steps of this attack. We're going to come back from where we came, pop off the cookie, and we're targeting the single target Inferno Tower on the opposite side of the base, which is surrounded by a bunch of Ram Riders. So once we move to this Christmas tree right here in the center, the Ram Riders should start working their way out. So we're going to backtrack a little bit, stay away from them, and pick them off one by one. We're going to work the Royal Champion in. We're going to target the single target Inferno Tower, and then we're going to use the Royal Champion's ability to pop the Yeti loose, pop this bat spell, work your way down, release this golem, go to the other side, release the next golem, and then target the scatter shot and get out of there as quickly as possible. This can be a little challenging, and it does require perfect timing with the ability, but you should be able to backtrack, release the skeleton trap, then the super archers and the rage, which are going to release the sneaky goblins that are on the opposite side of the wall. Now we're going to backtrack, take the Royal Champion over there to release those heal spells, and we need to get these cookies out of this zone. That way we can release the jump spell. The skeletons will serve as a great distraction for this. We're going to take the Royal Champion over to release the jump and then rush back across the wall. The bats from the other side where the monolith was at should have been able to take out the monolith, and if done correctly, the sneaky goblins should be free to take down the clan castle and then work towards the jump to clear the dark elixir storage and the fireworks for the 3-star. For level 24, we get to use the new electro boots with the Royal Champion, and it's basically going to release all of the troops in the process of moving around. So we're going to drop that Royal Champion and we're going to target the haste spell first, and then we're going to work our way towards the troops and then down towards those mighty yaks, basically popping all the troops as we travel. Then we're going to target the unicorns on the opposite side, which is going to cause the Royal Champion to release troops as they travel through, and then we're going to follow the rocket balloons in. Now, since we have this ability attached, it is a passive ability which basically roasts the skeletons, so we're going to try to stay as close to our air troops as possible to make sure that we roast off the skeletons and continue to work that Royal Champion in, use her ability to take down the scatter shot, and then if done correctly, we should be able to work with the troops to just kind of sneak in and clear those fireworks for the 3-star on this one as well.